Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Metagrossman and I am your coach for the Texan Clearbodies in season number 1 of the Alola International. And this is actually a new league that I am subbing in for a coach who was replaced. I am the third coach replacement, and I am replacing that coach for the remainder of the 6-week season. And if you see Discord in the corner, ignore it. But yeah. So I am taking over for this coach, and we are in currently week 7 of a 12-week season. So we are halfway, and our inherited record is not all the best, but it's not the worst either. Our inherited record is 2-4 with a -6 differential, and excuse me, and I am taking this team over from there. We're going into week 7, but before we can actually do anything regarding the team, we need to look at what the actual team is. And I'm given the chance to change the team, and I decided not to change anything in the team because the team's composition is actually very, very nice. And we're here today to go over that team. And let me go ahead and preface this really quickly by saying that y'all are probably wondering where the hell I've been. And the answer to that question will come in a update video that is long overdue and will soon be live. I apologize that I have not been around. I have not been uploading like I have been in the past, but you know, I'm kind of busy, so things happen, and it's also break, but I'm still busy. So, but yeah, we'll have an update video going up soon about where I've been for the last 3 weeks, what's been happening, and things like that. But today we are here for the Alola International draft analysis for the Texan Clearbodies inheriting a team. One thing to be mentioned before we go into this draft is that this is a Wi-Fi league. So I will, in fact, be uploading my battles, but they will be post-commed, not live-commed, because I don't have a capture card myself. Shout out to Miss Angel Bomb, whose information is linked down below, who is being so generous as to help me with this league. She will be the one recording my matches for me, and I will be post-comming them from there. You can expect those uploads every Sunday, barring week 1. Week 1 will go up once it's completed because we are currently in week 1 and the battle itself is due tomorrow. However, I'm probably not going to be able to battle until like Monday as it is, unless I get to battle tonight. It depends on how the generators play out. But we'll see what happens. But I'm going to stop rambling now, and we're going to go ahead and hop into Pokemon Showdown with the draft analysis. We will also be aware that we will have weekly team builders starting with week 1. We will have weekly team builders separate from the actual battle, but we will have team builders go live the day before the battle goes live itself. So look out for those. I enjoy doing team builders. I will continue to do team builders, and I promise that. So without further ado, let me get adjusted here, and let's go ahead and hop into the team. So the first thing is our Mega Pokemon. Our Mega Pokemon this season will be Mega Beedrill, a Mega Pokemon I really enjoy using. It's a Pokemon that is very fast, very powerful. I mean, look at its base 150 attack stat. Look at its base 145 speed stat. Very fast, very painful. A good lead. Very good lead, a very good U-turn momentum gainer, very painful to deal with, and with this generation change where my speed automatically hits me once I Mega Evolve, I do not need to run Protect anymore unless I feel the need to do so. So that's nice. And then when we look at Mega Beedrill's coverage moves, it gets things like Throw Run, X-Scissor, Knockoff, U-Turn, Poison Jab, and so much more. It's very versatile. Let's take a look here at its move pool once it pulls up for me. But yeah, we get Acrobatics as well, which questionably is good, is bad. We get Baton Pass. If I want a Swords Dance and Baton Pass, I get Brick Break, Defog, which is a really specific set, so I may not run that. Drill Run, Knockoff, like I said, Poison Jab, Pursuit Trapper, Return, Roost, Sleep Talk, Sludge Bomb, Sub 3 attacks, Swords Dance, Sub 2 attack, Toxic Spikes if I want to do that, X Scissor, and U-Turn. Usually the best moves to be used, all very, very good moves. Plus, along with its base stats, very respectable. The HP stats, not all that, and the special attack and the defenses are not all that. But as this thing is designed to be an offensive pivot and offensive pressure, and that's exactly what it's going to be. The next thing on our draft this season is Clefable. Clefable is Wish Recovery, Magic Guard, bulky Pokemon, bulky Pokemon. I like this thing because it's bulky, more so, and it serves to be a physically mixed defensive Pokemon. Leftover is Wish Recovery, Stall, Calm Mind, Salad Berry, Calm Mind, Popper. It serves a lot of roles. It serves an offensive role. It serves a bulky role. It just serves so many different roles, and it's really, really bulky in its own sense. How many times am I going to say bulky? But you know, we have Aromatherapy in Recovery, so that's a recovery option, but that's probably a specific set that it comes off of. Calm Mind 3 attacks. We can do Counter Clefable if I want to. I can do a physical Clefable if I want to. I'm not going to. Fire Blast is coverage. Focus Blast is coverage, which is nice. Heal Bell is recovery for status ailments. Healing Wish for support. Ice Beam, Knockoff for utility. Light Screens and Screens in general for utility. Meteor Mash if I want to do it. Moonlight for recovery. Moonblast for offensive pressure. Psychic and Psyshock also for offensive pressure. Seismic Toss for a stall set. Soft Boil for recovery. Rocks. This thing serves as rocks. Thunder Wave for control. Thunderbolt and Thunder Wave, as well as Thunder for offensive pressure. Tri Attack to be Haxie. Wish Stall and Zen Headbutt stallishness. So that's nice. It also has a couple abilities. Cute Charm, not so much useful. Magic Guard is nice to prevent hazard damage, and an Unaware is there in case I decide I don't want to have to deal with a setup mon in case my opponent has a bunch of setup mons. One thing I forgot to cover with Beedrill is its ability adaptability. It will start with Sniper. It will always start with Sniper because Sniper increases crit ratio, or crit chances, and then adaptability is a bonus to stab moves, same type attack bonus, plus stab move bonus, as well as an adaptability bonus. So it hits like a goddamn truck. So yeah, the next thing we have is an Ultra Beast, a Kartana. Beast Boost is the only ability that Kartana gets, of course, but I have never used Kartana before, so this will be nice. But let's look at Kartana's stats really quick. 181 attack stat. Try and live a hit, dude. Try and live a hit. You have to be fully physically defensive to live a hit. It's also relatively nicely physically defensive, so that's nice. I can make this thing somewhat physically bulky if I wanted to, but it's designed with its base 109 speed to be a fast sweeper type deal, so that's nice. It has Air Slash, it has Leaf Blade, it has like Smart Strike, Brick Break, Defog. It also gets Defog, which is interesting. I didn't know it got Defog, actually. It gets Defog, it gets Calm Mind, Defog, Knockoff, I think. It gets Air Slash for special, Night Slash for coverage, Leaf Blade for stab move, Psycho Cut for coverage, Return, Secret Sword, Sub 3 attack, Swords Dance Synthesis, X Scissor, and Smart Strike is in there as well. So this thing has a lot of physically offensive pressure, which is nice. It has some specially offensive pressure, but again, I probably would not run this thing special based on its 59 special attack versus its base 181 attack stat. I'm running this thing offensive if I'm ever running it. You know, so the next thing we have on our draft is your boy Crocodile. Crocodile has Intimidate, so it can be defensive, it can be rocks, it can be offensive. Choice Scarf Moxie, because another one of its abilities is in fact Moxie as well as Anger Point. Anger Point increases the attack stat if I get crit, whereas Moxie increases the attack stat every time I kill something. And with my magnificent 117 attack stat, there's no way I can't kill something, especially if I'm Choice Scarfed into the right move. If we remember Miss Angel Bomb's, which I don't know if anybody's seen it, but Miss Angel Bomb's PPC match from last year against the New York Northerns, or so we called it New York Losers, Jared, aka Changang, she actually used Choice Scarf Moxie Crocodile to reverse sweep him 4-0 with a +4, I think it was +3 or +4 Moxie Crocodile. So, Moxie Crook puts in a lot of work. It is base 92, so it's not the fastest thing in the world, but make do what you make do. So, with a Choice Scarf, it's fast. I'm actually going to skip Kyurem for a second. I'm going to go to Staraptor next. We'll come back to Kyurem in a moment. Staraptor is next. We have Staraptor. And Staraptor is base 120 attack with 100 speed. Relatively fast, as well as relatively painful to deal with. Close combat, U-turn, Brave Bird, Intimidate as well. I actually also get Intimidate, so I have attack lowering pressure on this thing. And I also have Reckless, which is recoil boosted moves do 1.5% damage, I think it is. Yeah, 1.2. It's actually 1.2. So I get a boost to my things like Brave Bird, and I think Head Smash is an option? I don't think Head Smash is an option. Let's look at it. We get we get a boost to things like Brave Bird. He gets Defog. We also have Double Edge. That's what I was thinking of. Double Edge. And then off of 120 special attack stat, come on, come get it. Pursuit Trapper, Quick Attack, Return, nice. Sub, Tailwind, Support, U-turn pressure. So this thing puts on a lot of physical pressure. And I like it because it's base 100, and not a lot of things are base 100 or higher. So that's nice. I mean, you know, we're here, right? I'm hoping that this Staraptor puts a lot of lead pressure on. It can be Choice Scarfed, I can run it Choice Banded, I can run Leftovers defensive. If I really wanted to, I probably wouldn't, but if I really wanted to, I could run defensive. So there's a lot of things that Staraptor does. It's a Pokemon that does a lot of work, it's just not shone on very well, because it's shunned out by a variety of different Pokemon in comparison. So that's the thing. Next is our Z Captain, Kyurem Black, Mr. Beatdown himself. I'm probably not going to name him that because I'm letting you guys name them. So I will actually be making another video on that here in a little while. But we have Kyurem Black, our Z Captain. He's holding the Icenium Z, but he doesn't always have to be holding the Icenium Z. Kyurem Black, base 95, respectable. Base 170 attack, come get some, bitch. And then base 120 HP, so it's relatively bulky as well. 100 defense is nice. 120 special attack. I can run this thing somewhat mixed. I can run it defensive, somewhat, probably not. I can run it offensive. I can do Zed Hail. I can do, you know, Continental Crush Earthquake, or Earth Power rather. Special Kyurem, physical Kyurem. There's just Kyurem is a Pokemon you have no switch-ins to. There are absolutely zero switch-ins to Kyurem because that thing puts on so much pressure. It's ridiculous. So I'm excited to have Kyurem because I've never worked with Kyurem, but I've always wanted to work with Kyurem. So I finally get the chance to, and I'm not going to abuse it. So that's the first half of our team. Now on to the second portion of it. The next Pokemon on our draft is Starmie. Starmie is someone that can serve a bulky role. It can serve a spinning role, which is probably what it's going to serve. It can serve as a spinner. It can serve offensive. It can run physically defensive. It's got a lot of different options to it, which is nice. It has natural cure, which is really, really nice. So if I get status at all, I can just switch out and negate the status ailment. I also have analytic in case I decide to run it really, really slow and bulky. I can do analytic, which increases my attack power by 1.3 if I go second. So that's nice. I have scald options. I have ice beam. I have signal beam coverage. I have a lot of coverage with this thing. I actually also have thunderbolt, which is interesting to think that a water type would have access to thunderbolt, but it does. So we have a lot of different options there. I can run this thing with leftovers. I can run this thing with a choice specs, with a life orb. I don't think I get U-turn on this. Let me see. Do I get U-turn on this? I doubt it. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, I thought I did better. No. So I don't get U-turn, which is unfortunate, but Scald Pressure in its own self is really, really nice. So that's good. Base 115, fast as hell. Special attack is base 100, respectable indeed. So I like this Starmie. I've never had a chance to use it, but I do like it very, very much. What this does with our team, though, it creates a versatile speed tier that's not too fast, but not too slow either. So we have a total of 10 drafted, not 11. Unless for some reason I'm missing something. I don't think I'm missing anything. If I am, I will cover it in week 1's team builder, but I don't think I'm missing a Pokemon. I thought we had 11 though. Actually, is the document up? No. So you know what? It's fine. If I'm missing something, then I will cover it in week 1's team builder as another one of our options. But anyway, so that's Starmie for you. Next up, we have Heatran, a Pokemon I've actually had the chance to use before. It's an immediate fire immunity, which is really, really nice. And I don't know if Flame Body's released in game yet, which I wish it was. I think it is, but I don't know. But it's an immediate fire immunity, which is nice. I have Earthquake, Dark Pulse, Ancient Power, Weakness Policy set potentially, Dragon Pulse, Earthquake, Earth Power, Stealth Rocks, Eruption, Explosion. I have a lot of different options with this thing, and based on its base stats, it actually serves a good role as a physically or specially defensive Pokemon, sitting at a base 106 in both defenses. 130 special attack makes it rip pulls with little to no investment in the special attack stats, so I can run it bulkier if I so choose. 91 HP is not the best, but it's not the worst either, so I can also make that work, so that's nice as well. The next thing we have is Gliscor. We skipped Azelf, we'll come back to it in a moment. Next thing we have is Gliscor. Physically defensive Pokemon, 95 speed is really, really good actually. And it has a really annoying ability in Poison Heal, so I can sit here and stall people out. I have Poison Heal as an option, so I run it with Toxic Orb, of course. This thing serves physically defensive, physically offensive. It has base 95 attack and base 95 speed, which is respectable. I have U-turn, I have Earthquake, I have Swords Dance Baton Pass, because Baton Pass cost is in play. I cannot Baton Pass speed and attack boost. I can only Baton Pass one or the other. I have Earthquake, Poison Jab, X-Scissor, Knockoff, a lot of different things. I also could run a Stally set with Protect if I really wanted to do that, which I might have to do sometimes, we don't know. We'll have to see. But Gliscor is really nice because it's bulky, serves a variety of different purposes, and can be run in a variety of different ways, so that's nice. And finally, our last Pokemon is Azelf. Azelf is base 115 as well. It has Levitate, which is a immediate ground immunity, which is nice to cover our Heatran really well. We also have Gliscor, who is a flying type, I believe. Yeah, Gliscor is a flying type, so we have that covering our ground type weakness as well. So that's nice. This team is actually really well-rounded as far as types and things like that, so that's something good to look forward to. Azelf can be run physically offensive and specially offensive. It can be Stealth Rock's lead, it can be U-turn pressure, it can be an explosive lead, literally, with a base 125 in both stats, offensive lead. And then we also have a base 115 speed, which again is respectable. So this Azoth can serve a variety of roles. My immediate lead, my stealth rocker, my U-turn pressure, momentum gainer, explosive killer. It can be choice scarf, which sometimes it may have to be. It can be choice banded. It can be choice specs. It can be life orbed. There's a lot of different things I can do with this thing, but that's nice. But yeah, so that is our draft this season. Let me know what you guys think of our 11, supposedly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, what you guys think of our 10 Mon draft this season, and what you guys would change for it if you had the option. But yeah, with that said, this is your coach for the Texan Clearbodies in season number 1 of the Alola International, and I will see you guys again for week 1 team builder, which will go live shortly after this. Probably not today though, probably tomorrow. You'll have to see. But yeah, I'll see you guys again for week 1's team builder, which is what I'm going to go do right now. Next up on the upload list is our Name My Pokemon video, in which I showcase our 11 or 10 Pokemon, and I ask that you guys, as the viewers, name them if you so choose to do so. With that being said though, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this draft analysis, and I'll see you guys again for Alola International Season number 1, Week number 1 Team Builder. I don't know who we're playing yet because my league commissioner is really slow about responding, but you know, I still like him. But yeah, I'll see you guys again for week 1. Until then though, this is your coach for the Texan Clearbodies. My name is Metagrossman, and I'm out of here, y'all. Bye.